It's 4 a.m. The world is quiet. No traffic, no voices, no notifications. Most people are asleep, comfortable. And this moment, this quiet hour, is where lives quietly change. Because 4 a.m. isn't about waking up early just to struggle. It's not about suffering for the sake of discipline. It's about mindset. It's about choosing who you're going to become before the world starts making decisions for you. It's about choosing discipline when comfort would be easier, choosing purpose when distraction would feel better, and choosing growth when no one is watching. The 4 a.m. mindset belongs to people who want more from life. More than average results, more than borrowed dreams, more than excuses disguised as patience. And if this message found you, it's because something inside you already knows. You were never meant to live on autopilot. The 4 a.m. mindset isn't about the clock. It isn't about being extreme. It isn't about chasing productivity just to feel busy. It's about responsibility. It's about ownership. It's about deciding that your future deserves your best energy, not what's left over after a long day of distractions. It's about understanding that success is rarely loud in the beginning. It's quiet. It's repetitive. It's lonely. At 4 a.m., there's no one cheering for you, no one forcing you, no one keeping you accountable. There are no distractions pulling you in every direction, no opinions telling you what success should look like, no noise to drown out your thoughts. Just you, your goals, and a decision. Stay asleep or get up and build something most people never will. This hour exposes the truth. Because at 4 a.m., excuses don't work. You can't blame your job. You can't blame your schedule. This hour exposes intention. It reveals hunger. It separates those who want comfort from those who want more. While others wait for motivation to arrive, you move. While others hit snooze, you build. While others tell themselves, someday, you choose today. It's just you, and the life you're either creating or avoiding. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they live reactively. They wait to feel motivated. They wait to feel confident. But motivation comes after action. Confidence comes after effort. They don't wake up one day and decide to quit on their dreams. They just stop showing up consistently. They choose comfort one morning at a time. They hit snooze, they delay, they tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes a habit. Comfort is dangerous because it feels harmless. It doesn't demand anything from you. It doesn't challenge you. It doesn't expose your limits. It lets you stay exactly where you are, while convincing you that you're still moving forward. Comfort slowly erodes potential. It steals urgency. It dulls hunger. It makes mediocrity feel acceptable. Comfort tells you there's always tomorrow, that rest is harmless, that skipping today won't matter. But comfort compounds, just like discipline. One skipped morning becomes a habit. One excuse becomes a pattern. And slowly, potential turns into regret. The 4 a.m. mindset understands this. It knows that discipline isn't punishment, it's protection. Protection from waking up one day full of regret and wondering where the time went. The 4 a.m. mindset exists because the world is built to keep you asleep. Asleep to the gap between who you are and who you could become. The 4 a.m. mindset rejects waiting. It understands that no one is coming to save you. And that truth is uncomfortable, but it's also powerful. Because the moment you stop waiting and depending on someone else is the moment everything changes. There's something powerful about working while the world sleeps. At 4 a.m., there's no noise, no comparison, no pressure to perform. And that's exactly why this hour matters. Your mind is clear. Your focus is sharp. Your intentions are honest. This is where deep work happens. Not rushed, not interrupted, not diluted by distraction. Just you and the work you've been avoiding. This is where you train your body while others rest. Build your skill while others scroll. Sharpen your mind while others delay. Every hour here compounds, because while others are starting their day behind, you're already ahead. Not just in productivity, but in identity. You begin to see yourself differently. You become someone who shows up early, someone who doesn't need external urgency to move. And that shift changes everything. It creates a quiet advantage, a dangerous one. Because once you experience the control that comes from the 4 a.m. mindset, you can't unsee it. You realize how much time is wasted, how much potential is left untouched, how many people are asleep to their own lives. And you decide, you won't be one of them. The hardest part of the 4 a.m. mindset isn't waking up once. It's waking up again, and again, and again. It's the conversation that happens before you move. The moment your alarm goes off, your mind starts negotiating. You can skip today. That voice is familiar. It sounds reasonable. But that voice has stolen more futures than failure ever has. Because anyone can do it when they feel inspired. But very few can do it when they don't. Because discipline isn't built in big moments. It's built in the smallest decisions, when no one would blame you for quitting. This is where the 4 a.m. mindset is forged. Not in motivation, not in excitement, but in consistency. When your body is tired, when your mind is heavy, when comfort feels justified, and you get up anyway. Every time you do, something changes. You teach your mind that it doesn't make the rules. You teach your body that it doesn't control the outcome. You become the one in charge. And that power doesn't stay in the morning. It follows you into your work, into your training, into your decisions. You stop asking how you feel and start asking what needs to be done. Because discipline doesn't care about excuses. It doesn't wait. Discipline becomes your standard. You don't rely on energy or feelings. You rely on identity. You become someone who shows up, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's lonely. And every time you do this, you strengthen something deeper than motivation. You build self-trust. You prove to yourself that your word matters, that you don't quit when it's inconvenient, that you don't need perfect conditions. And once you trust yourself, everything changes. It builds confidence. And real confidence is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't seek approval. Because real confidence is built where no one is watching. In the dark, in the early hours, in the moments when quitting would be easy and invisible. And that kind of confidence is dangerous. Because self-doubt feeds on uncertainty. It survives when effort is inconsistent. It thrives when promises to yourself are broken. But when you repeatedly show up at 4 a.m., doubt starts to suffocate. There's no space for it. Only you know how many times you chose discipline over ease. And that knowledge changes how you move through the world. You don't rush. You don't panic. You don't seek validation. You carry yourself with weight. This is earned confidence. You walk differently. You speak with intention. Because when you've already done the hard thing early, the rest of the day feels lighter. Let's be honest. This path isn't crowded. While others sleep in, you're grinding. While others socialize, you're focused. While others chase comfort, you're building. Not everyone will understand this. Some will question you. Some will mock the discipline. Some will say you're doing too much. But every extraordinary life requires separation. You cannot build something rare while living like everyone else. And the loneliness doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're early. Eventually, it stops being about waking up early. It becomes who you are. You stop asking, "Do I feel like it?" and start asking, "What needs to be done?" You become someone who executes, someone who doesn't negotiate with comfort, someone who doesn't wait for motivation to arrive. And this mindset spills into everything. Your standards rise, your excuses shrink, your tolerance for wasted time disappears. You don't chase motivation anymore, you create momentum. The 4 a.m. mindset isn't about never failing. It's not about burning out. It's not about extremes. It's about intention and consistency. Some mornings you'll miss the alarm. Some mornings you'll be exhausted. Some weeks won't be perfect. But that doesn't disqualify you. What matters is returning. Because discipline isn't about never falling, it's about refusing to stay down. On the other side of the 4 a.m. mindset is control. Control over your time. Control over your habits. You stop reacting to life and start leading it. Your goals stop feeling distant. Your progress becomes visible, and your belief strengthens. And one day, you'll realize the life you wanted was built quietly, long before anyone noticed. But the 4 a.m. mindset isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who are tired of feeling behind, tired of wasted potential, tired of waiting. It's for the ones who understand that success isn't found in comfort. It's built in discipline. You don't need permission. You don't need motivation. You just need to decide. Because while the world sleeps, you can rise. And the people who rise early are the ones who rise highest.